Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. On today's video I'll be sharing with you guys on how to make this short pant with a side zip. So guys, if you're interested to know how to make this, definitely keep on watching and let's get into it. And don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel so you'll be always notified whenever a new video drops, and these are the measurements needed for this dress. So let's go. So guys, go ahead and fold your fabric by 2 like you see me did, and my short pant length is 19 inches, but I'll go ahead and place my tape first of all to get my 19 inches. But before I mark that, I'm going to come down at this down part of my fabric, and I'll mark 1.5 inches. That is going to serve as my folding allowance for my short pants. You can go ahead and mark 2 inches. The reason why I marked 1.5 inches because I'm managing this fabric, can you see? So that's why. So I'm going to use my ruler to extend this line. Can you see? So I use my ruler to extend the line. After extending my line, I'm going to place my tape back to it, and I'll mark 19 inches. Can you see? Place your tape and mark whatever you have. So after doing that, I am going to remove 2 inches from the upper part of my waistline. Can you see? Just remove 2 inches or 1.5 inches. That is going to serve as your waistband. And like you see me doing like this, I used my ruler to extend this line. So after extending this line, still leaving my tape there, I'm going to get my crotch area right now, my crotch line, sorry. So right now, to get your crotch line, you're going to divide your hip measurement by 4. That is your hip circumference by 4. I divided mine and I marked it, and I came down and add extra 1 inches for the seam allowance. So I marked it as well. So right now I'm going to replace my tape to know what I have there. I have the total of what I want. So right here I'm going to use the total of what I got there to make a straight line for my crotch line. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to use my ruler to extend this line after marking it with my tape. So use a ruler to extend this line like this. So after doing this, the next thing to do is to come up at the waistline. I will come inside by 1 inches. Then after that, then measure your waist circumference by 4. Mark whatever you have. Can you see? And from that crotch line, what I'm going to do is to measure my thigh. Divide your thigh measurement by 2. Mine is 25. Divided by 2 is 12.5 inches. I made a point there. So from the waistline, I am going to make a curve to meet my crotch area. Can you see? Just make a curve. Is either you start from your waistline to make a curve, or you start from your crotch line to make a curve. Anyone you choose to is fine. So after doing this, the next thing I'm going to do is to use my ruler to connect the line I have there to meet my hip line. So your crotch area means your hip line as well. You can mark that as a hip line, your crotch area. So right now the next thing to do is to divide my knicker round measurements, that's my short pant knicker round measurements, by 2. Mark whatever you have there, just mark it, you get, and extend this line. After extending it with my ruler, can you see what I have? So I'm done extending with my ruler. So this is all for our front pattern for our short pant. So right here I'm going to cut it off. I'll cut it off to cut out the back pattern. So to cut out the back pattern, go ahead and place another piece of fabric like this. So from the crotch area, I am going to mark 3 inches. Can you see? I'm already this fabric. It's not even up to 3 inches, but go ahead and mark 3 inches for yours. So as you see me doing like this, after marking the 2 inches at the both side, at this line, you go ahead and mark 2 inches as well, and use a ruler to extend this line. So at this upper line as well, this side of the line, go ahead and mark your 2 inches. So you extend it with your ruler like this. Can you see? So go ahead and mark 2 inches on the both sides. Can you see? So from the upper part of our back pattern, go ahead and come up by 2 inches like you see me doing like this. You know our back pattern is always bigger than the front pattern, so go ahead and mark 2 inches. After marking the 2 inches, you're going to use your ruler to connect it like this. So can you see what I just did? Connect with your ruler like so. So after doing this, this is all we have for the back pattern. This is how it is, you get. So right now I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. So right here, I'm going ahead to cut it off right here. So it's not going to have that, you get, it's going to have zip out, but it's not going to have that. And it's going to be a side zip. So go ahead and notch the down part are going to fold, you get, for your round neck. I go ahead and notch it. You're going to use it and fold, you get. So right here, the next thing to do right now is to cut out the band for it. Remember, we removed 2 inches where we were drafting the pattern. So right here, fold your fabric by 2 and mark 4.5 inches. You know, I removed 2 inches for our waistband where we're drafting it, when I was drafting it. So you get, so go ahead and mark 4.5 inches. This is for your waistband. The half inches there is what you're going to use to sew it, you get, to join the necker. All right, so right now I'm going to cut it off. So I am not supposed to cut out this thing. I'm not supposed to cut it out, but there is no problem because I'm going to cut out another piece of fabric. So I'm going to rejoin this together for our front piece. So this last one I folded by 2 like this, going to serve as my back piece. So go ahead and cut another one for your back piece. So guys, right here I'm done sewing with half of an inch. Can you see what I just did? I'm done sewing with half of an inch. So what I'm going to do next is to keep this aside, and I'll bring my waistband. Can you see? I just made an iron with my hair stay. Go ahead and iron yours with your hair stay like this. So I am going to go ahead and fold it. Can you see what I just did? So I'm folding it like that and I'm placing it on my front piece. Can you see? After pinning it down, the next thing to do is to sew it half of an inch. So I'm going to repeat this on the second piece. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing. Can you see? I went ahead to join it. You get both the front and my back piece waistband. So right here, this is the back piece. So I also went ahead to top stitch it. So just make sure you top stitch it, both the front and the back piece. I'm going to go ahead and weave the edges later, you get. So the next thing I did was to go ahead and pin down the both side of my short pant. I went ahead to pin it down. So right here I will leave like 8 inches because I'm going to add zipper there, and I'll sew the rest. So right here I went ahead to add my zipper. Can you see? And I sew with half of an inch. Can you see? So right here I'm going to fold my short pant, the down part of it. I'm going to sew this with 1 inch. So I'm going to fold it like this. Can you see? Just start from the place you notched and sew. So I'm going to fold it once by 1 inch, then I'll refold it again. Can you see how I made it? Can you see? Just go ahead and fold yours like this. You fold once and refold it again. Use your pin to hold it before sewing. Can you see? So you not make mistake. Can you see? So after doing this, I'll also repeat this on the other leg, and I'll go ahead and sew, you get. So after pinning it down, the next thing I also did was that after pinning it down like this, I will go ahead and sew this crotch line, the crotch area. From there I will sew with half of an inch. So right here I'm done sewing. Can you see what I have? So I'll go ahead and iron it. I'll turn it the right side and I'll iron it. So this is what I have after I was done ironing. Can you see how it's looking? It's looking so beautiful. And I love this my African print. It's so colorful and it's so beautiful as well. So this is the front and the back piece after I was done ironing. So this is my side zip. I went ahead to fix my side zipper like I said earlier, and I'll open it. This is the inside. I'll go ahead and close it up. All right, I'll go ahead and wear it so you see how it's looking like. Can you see how it's looking like? Looking so beautiful, and the short pant is not tight on me, it's loose, you see. All right, so guys, this will be the end of our today's video. Please, if you love this video, kindly subscribe. See you on my next video. Bye.